Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Hello, welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie, and we are gonna dive into, I have a thought for you today. So as you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're looking at me and you think, oh, she has a lovely glow, we just got back from a walk. Our family moved from Minnesota to Florida, so I should just say now we're Floridians for sure. And it's quite warm out there. And so this nice glow is called sweat. But I wanted to hop on here this morning and it's so different because I'm on the East Coast, we've got people Central Time, we've got people on the West Coast. So I like to try to do it as early in the morning as I can. Last night, we had the opportunity to bless our girls and take them to an incredible experience called Elevation Nights. And we were out till super late. We drove to Miami. The traffic down there is wild. And we got back super late. So our morning is starting a little bit late, but we're still doing things that we would do even if it was earlier. There's a reason I say that. So tell me where you're tuning in from. Good morning. And in general, I like to talk about mindset in the mornings, or we'll go through a book in the morning. Maybe I have a thought to share with you for you to take throughout your day. So I picked up this book because I'm waiting for a new book that I'm so excited to go through with you next week. The book is called Mind Shift by Erwin McManus. It just released. We are in a mastermind. He calls it the arena. So we meet once a week with him. Incredible. I'm really excited to go through this book. So until we get to that next week, I'm just picking up the books that I've gone through and just reviewing for myself in the morning. So in the morning, my husband and I go for a walk, we work out, we read our Bible, we read a book, I come on here. I have a morning routine. It doesn't usually always follow a time frame, but there's things in the morning I do to start my day, to continue my day, to stay focused, to own my day. So I picked up this book, and I actually often get asked, hey, do you have any suggestions for teenagers or younger kids, any books that my teenage, preteen, younger kids should read? And this book is actually you look at how little it is to read. It's very thin. I've been sharing with our team in our business a couple of podcasts that Ed Milet has been doing that are absolutely mind-blowing. Business-wise, if you're a business person, which if you are not, you should do business with me, meaning you should join my team. But if you are in any type of business, his podcast is incredible. And so he's done 2 podcasts recently that talk about 10Xing your life and really just not existing. And I say all of that because I picked up this book yesterday morning, and I want to share this with you. And so the quote came from Benjamin Franklin, and he said this: most men die at the age of 25. But we just don't get around to burying them until they're 75 or older. That is referring to the fact that most people never live a fulfilling life. They stop doing what their 6-year-old version of them used to do. They stop growing and progressing and simply exist. Spending years and even decades of the same versions of themselves. He goes, for some, once they reach a milestone birthday or they go through this midlife crisis, they basically give up. He goes, I want to be constantly growing, constantly striving to be the ultimate version of myself. Regardless of my age, I'm never going to stop chasing down the man or woman I was born to be. And so I read that and I was like, oh, that's so good. And this little book, whether I actually think it would be incredible for you to share with your teenagers for sure. It's a very small read, but basically he goes through and he gives you a couple steps strategizing for becoming the elite performer, the best version of you. So he goes through his morning, how to max out your day, how to max out your business. It's basic concepts, but if you're looking for a book that's going to help elevate your teenagers' thinking, this would be a great book for them. I was actually talking to a mom of all boys, and she was like, I don't know who they should follow. And I was like, I think Ed Milet is great. So take that for what it's worth. And then I turn the page and it says, max out your day. The reason I said, hey, we had a later start this morning, but we still did the things that we do on our early mornings because it's a routine. It's a morning. We set up our mornings a specific way so that we can maximize our day, so that we can own our morning. And the question I have for you is, do you own your morning? Do you own your day? You might have heard me talk about this in the past, but he says this, we are what we do. We are what we do. It's as simple as that. Having a consistent and specific routine is very, very crucial in helping you achieve the level of success that you want to achieve. And lastly, the thing I wanted to share was the real separator between successful and average people. Sometimes I used to feel bad saying average because I think, is that going to hurt somebody's feelings? Am I calling you average? I'm not necessarily calling you average. You might call yourself average. You have to distinguish that. And everybody has a different level of what success means to them, right? So I said, hey, I'm going to label this live. What is the difference between what successful people do and not successful people? It's not meant to hurt anybody's feelings, but there is a level of which you watch people and you go, oh my goodness, they're successful. How do I do what they do? How do I achieve what they've achieved? I don't feel like I'm maybe operating at my highest potential. I could do more. I could do better. I should get a little bit more strategic. I should pay attention to the people that I'm around. I'm really excited to go through this book called Mind Shift with you because we've been listening to it on our walk. So we have the Audible, but I need the book in my hands to go through it with you. And I'm telling you, it is going to help your mind shift, It's going to change your life if you choose to participate and operate at a higher level and do the work and actually realize that your mindset is important and that you have more to give and that you've got more to do in your life. Maybe you're 60 or in your 70s or even 40s or 50s. I don't know what age you are. You know, I've been in this little rut in my own life. If you didn't notice, which I don't expect anybody to notice, but I haven't done a live in Monday or Tuesday. I didn't do a mindset live Monday or Tuesday for various reasons. And I know what to do. I know how to get myself out of a rut. I know how to get around great people. I know to shut off things and turn on worship music. But I've been in this, we have a new environment, making new friends, watching our girls go from here to the next level. Like, we moved to Florida to plug our girls into an incredible opportunity. We moved from Florida and we had a ton, us adults, my husband and I, had some incredible friends. And so I've been sitting here probably in the last week, excited and then kind of sad and then excited. And then I let myself go down this route of maybe I'm done. Maybe I've achieved all that I was meant to achieve. And maybe I should just, be happy where I'm at. Maybe I should just be happy where I'm at. And then, our goal is always to help our kids achieve. Our goal is always to help our kids do everything possible that the Lord has for them, right? Put them on your shoulders, shove them as high as you can, put them in spaces and places that they can thrive. And then I've also been like, wait, am I done? Have I done what I'm called to do? And I just haven't felt super motivated or inspired. I mean, I'm listening to the things and I'm doing the things. And part of it is you got to pull yourself up and go, I'm not done. I'm 40. So then I just have battled with this. Should I be complacent? I'm thankful. Am I fine where I'm at? And I don't know who this is speaking to, but I'm actually not okay with it. Because I want my kids to succeed, but I'm actually not done. I know my husband is not done, whatever done means to you. But I haven't come on live for a couple days because I was like, listen, I feel like I'm not preaching. I'm lying to my, I'm not, maybe what is the word? I feel like I was just being a talker and not a doer. Does that make sense? So I just had to give myself a little spanking. And it's interesting because the things you look for, you're going to get, right? What are you looking for? Are you looking for negativity in the world? Are you watching negative people? Are you in the negative environments? But over the last couple of days, as my mind has been like battling, like, who are we as the adults? What are Steve and I's next steps? What are the things that the Lord has for us? Because I see the girls already thriving. I see the girls excited. I see them dreaming. So then, here's what's interesting, is I've already put myself in spaces and places to be around inspirational people, right? So we had an incredible, the arena or the mastermind that we do with Erwin McManus. It's the book that we're going to go through next week called Mind Shift. So we meet with him on Mondays. And that was incredible. And it shifted my mind a little bit after I decided not to do the live on Monday because I was just not feeling like me. And then on Tuesday, there's a couple of things that happened. And then we already had signed up and we do another mastermind with a pastor named Pastor Keith Craft in Texas. And my husband's like, hey, are you going to hop on that? And instantly my mind was like, I don't want to. I've got stuff to do. I don't want to listen. I didn't feel like listening. And then for whatever reason, I know better. So I clicked on the Zoom. I put the things that I was doing away and I did what I know I needed to do. And I listened and it was incredible. And he basically was talking to me, which he doesn't know it yet. I was going to send him a message and go, hey, that message was for me. It was so incredible. And I need my husband to re-listen to it because, it was for both of us. It's to help us in our marriage. It's to help us in lots of different areas. And then last night we went to an incredible elevation worship, which I was excited about, but I had seen it. I was excited for the girls to do it. And then it spoke to me and my husband. And it's interesting because you can easily try to do life by yourself. You can easily, like, maybe I'm done. Are you going to be done when you hit a certain age? He said, most people quit when they're too young. He's like, they basically die, but we don't bury them until they're older, right? And so I just sat there and I was like, man, I'm so thankful for the people that I've surrounded myself with, the environments I've put myself in, even when I'm not really feeling like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do that, or maybe I'm not quite in the right headspace. I'm in those spaces for people to speak into my life so I can pull myself out of it. It's the importance of who you surround yourself with, what you're listening to. Even the music and the movies and the podcasts and the lives, like, are you surrounding yourself with great people and are you doing the work? And I don't want you to quit. So one of the things that he said is you can distinguish successful people from average people. He says the real separation between successful and average people is that successful people do it whether they are motivated or not. They do the things no matter what. It reminds me of hopping on that call yesterday. I didn't want to. And then I thought, well, I need to. This wasn't quite in the right space. So I need to stop what I'm doing to get my head in the right space and to know that I'm not done and I do have things to offer and I just need to stop it. Some of y'all just need to stop it. Stop the negativity of your own thinking in your mind and go, all right, because I'm not done and you're not done. So I say all of that because he goes into how important your morning is, your miracle morning. How does your morning start? And he goes, one of the things that people do that are successful is they own their morning. And so I wanted to suggest a book to you. If you feel like your day runs you over, your morning runs you over, if you just need a reset, if you need I need some help. I need like a 1, 2, 3 step. I need to know, what should my morning look like? If I was going to own my morning and own my day and therefore own my mindset, and if I learn how to control it, and I actually don't decide to stop like the average adult does and just exist like I want to keep going, where would I start? Now, I'm going to go through an incredible book starting next week as soon as I have it, but this is also an easy read. Easy. You could get through all of this in a couple nights. It's called The Miracle Morning. If you go to Amazon, there's like 100 different versions. Just grab one of them. But it's going to give you some steps to what can help you achieve your miracle morning. How to own your day. How to own your mindset. What are some things that I should do just to like not let other people or other situations or other things run me over? I can learn how to say no and yes, and this is a priority and that is not. You've got to do the work. But I was going to suggest this book to you because I think it's incredible. And it's the basic thing. You're going to read it and you're going to go, oh, the miracle morning looks like, it could look like this: silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, journaling. Whether it's for 1 minute on each of those topics, or whether it's for 5 to 10 to 20 minutes in each of those areas every single day to help you control your day. So this was a great book. If you don't have it, you should grab it. I actually walked people through this book. If you go to KetoMOMsecrets.com, all one word, KetoMOMsecrets.com. And then if you scroll down, there's a little tab that says mindset. If you click on that, it's all of the books that I've gone through on here. You can go through it with me. So even if you don't have the book, go through those lives. I give you the basic overview. And then the key to anything that you're learning. Do you know what the key is? You don't just learn it. You don't just know it. The key is to putting it into action, right? Even in the Bible talks about faith without works is dead, right? You've got faith, or you've got great books, or you've got knowledge and wisdom. You've got things that you know. You've got to put it into action, right? Faith without works is dead. Knowledge and understanding how, like, what you can physically do in your life to get to that next level of, I don't mean like, hey, next level of making income. Maybe that is for you, but I'm saying the next version of you that's the best version of you to help other people around you. Like, to get to that, you might know some things to do. You've got to put in the work. Not easy, but the simple steps consistently over time will get you to where you want to go. So this is a great book, super short read. Max Out Your Life. Miracle Morning is super, super great. And I'm really excited to go through the new book coming soon. So let's see, if you're watching live, today's Wednesday. I probably will overview, I think I get it tomorrow. The next couple days, we're gonna start on Monday. It's on Amazon. Go look it up. It's called Mind Shift, Erwin McManus. It is going to be amazing. We're gonna go through it together. I wanna say thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. I clearly need to drink some ketones, and if you've never tried my mom fuel, you should grab some. I'm gonna go pack up trials here shortly. Post trial in the comments if you don't know what they are. Actually, my amazing friend Heidi and my friend Dustin did a live yesterday that talked about how she is down 190 pounds. There was another girl that shared her being down 100 pounds. Our friend Dustin really understands the concepts, or just the understanding of ketosis and ketones, and really working on yourself. So this is a totally different shift. If you're working on your health and you want to watch that live, they did an incredible job last night. Post live in the comments and I'll send it to you. Rosalie said she watched it. Isn't her story's incredible? She's my very good friend. She lives in Canada. Dustin's our friend. He lives over in California. And so I would love to share with you. And they talk about what ketones are, how they work, how they can help with fat loss, getting past a plateau. I utilize ketones for energy and focus and appetite control and so much more. I love it. I love it. Some of you, yep, I love it. So if you want to watch that live, post live below. Thank you for tuning in. I'll get some ketones in your hand. We'll talk to you very soon. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.